Ah, James! Just the engine, boomed Sir Topham Hatt. I need you to collect some paint from Wellsworth Station and deliver it to Maithwaite Station right away. I shall be waiting for it. But James didn't answer. James? Are you listening to me? But there was no response. That's strange, thought Sir Topham Hatt, but he carried on his journey. Wait a minute. Who's that hiding behind James? It's Tom Moss. You're up to something, aren't you? And look, that's not James. It's a Play-Doh model of him. Sir Topham Hatt is not going to be very happy when his paint doesn't arrive, will he? And he wasn't. Where's James? Why isn't he here? Oh, I'm going to have to find another engine to collect the paint. Thomas was even fooled by the Play-Doh James. Hello, James. Lovely day today, isn't it? But there was no response. Just a faint laugh from behind James. Thomas left confused. So Topham Hatt went in search of Percy. He found him by some trees. Ah, Percy, I need you to pick up some paint from Wellsworth Station and deliver it to Maithwaite Station. James has unfortunately let me down. But there was no answer. What's the matter with all the engines today? He wondered. And why do they look a little strange? Oh well, off he went to wait for the paint. Is that Tom Moss hiding behind Percy? Yes, it is. Looks like another prank Play-Doh engine. That's very naughty. So Topham Hatt waited and waited at Maithwaite Station, but there was no sign of Percy. What is going on today? First James, and then Percy lets me down. Ugh, I will have to find Thomas. He never lets me down. James stopped to talk to Percy. Hello, Percy. There's something different about you, but I just can't work it out. Is everything okay? But Percy said nothing. How rude, thought James, and off he steamed. So Topham Hatt found Thomas in a tunnel. Thomas, I'm so glad I found you. I need some paint delivered from Wellsworth Station to Maithwaite Station. I don't know what's going on, but both James and Percy have not turned up. I know I can rely on you, but Thomas said nothing. Why aren't the engines talking today? Said a very confused Sir Topham Hatt, and off he went. Yet again, there was no sign of Thomas. Hello, Thomas, said Percy, but there was no response. That's odd. Thomas always says hello back. Percy didn't see Tom Moss hiding behind the hill. Naughty Tom Moss. Later that evening, when the engines were safely tucked up in Tidmouth sheds, Sir Topham Hatt arrived. Thomas, James, Percy, I am very disappointed in you. I asked all three of you to collect paint from Wellsworth Station and deliver it to Maithwaite Station, and not one of you did what I asked. I have been waiting all day. I am extremely angry. You have all caused confusion and delay. And he left. The engines felt terrible. But I haven't seen Sir Topham Hatt all day, said a confused Percy. But you were acting a bit strange earlier, said James. It can't have been me, said Percy. I've been down at the docks all day. The engines were confused when I saw you earlier, James, said Thomas. I could have sworn I heard Tom Moss's laugh. I think we've been pranked. I think he's made some Play-Doh models of us to cause trouble. Just then, Thomas had a brilliant thought. We can play him at his own game. That's a great idea, chuckled Percy. Let's get started on it right away, agreed James. The next day, as Tom Moss was steaming through his forest, he heard a loud voice. Tom Moss, I know what you have been up to. You have caused confusion and delay, and I am sending you straight to the scrapyard. It was Sir Topham Hatt. Tom Moss panicked and reversed back into his forest, leaving all of his Play-Doh engines. He didn't notice the 3 engines hiding and chuckling behind him. That was a great plan, making a model of Sir Topham Hatt out of Kinder Surprise Egg, Thomas, laughed Percy. As it's a surprise egg, shall we see what's inside? Suggested James. Great idea, agreed Thomas, and so the egg was opened. Inside was Flash, the superhero. Let's find our Play-Doh models. There could be surprises in them as well, suggested Thomas, and so off the 3 engines went. James found his model by a bridge. Inside was a Guardians of the Galaxy Mash'em. It's Groot! Percy found his by Tom Moss's tunnel. Inside was a Transformers Mash'em. It's the Transformer Bumblebee! Thomas found his by the forest. Inside was a Batman Mash'em. It's Batman! Perhaps it wasn't such a bad day after all, thought Thomas. Thanks for watching our story. Don't forget to like it and subscribe if you haven't already. And then why not watch another story by clicking on one of these pictures. See you soon!